So there's so many takeaways today. Every street that you walk down, there's either a McDonald's, a KFC, a Burger King. You go into any store today, there's always various forms of like chocolate, of like crisps, of just beautiful snacks. And me, myself, I am a dessert person. So I love cakes, I love pastries. And I find it very difficult, at least I used to find it very difficult, to just eat healthy or just to enjoy the food that I eat. Because there's so many foods out there that they taste too good. And at times it's very difficult to choose between eating healthy. It's actually very easy. Normally the foods that we eat that are deemed to be healthy, they're not very nice, or at least they look very bland, they look very unappealing, you know, like compared to like burgers or chips or my favorite pizza. I think there is a few ways that you can start to enjoy the food that you eat and also have those foods be good for you. So first of all, why do you find it hard to eat healthy? I think the main point is that you don't enjoy the food that you eat. So for me, for example, when I was trying to lose weight, like I firstly watched loads of YouTube videos, and the foods that I saw them eating was stuff like just a piece of chicken and then like rice and then vegetables like broccoli, for example. But of course, when you compare that to like chicken or burgers or like sweets, candy, it's not even a choice as to which one looks better, which one tastes better, which one would you enjoy eating more, which one releases more dopamine. Especially because with the fitness industry, for example, it's also quite hard to look at people that look so good and like you see how they look and you just see this like massive hill in front of you, because you're wondering, will I ever be able to look like that? Like, how can I ever just eat chicken and rice, or just eat potatoes, or just eat salmon or broccoli? It's a very steep hill to climb. When you start to get into this and you start to understand protein and macros and calories, then you can realize that there are loads of different ways that you can still enjoy the foods that you eat. Now on my Instagram, I post loads of like recipes that I find, and also if you just start to follow people that like post, I think like Aussie Fitness, he has loads of recipes that are just amazing and they're just clean and easy to make, and you know, most of them taste good, and most of them look like meals that if you were to put them side by side, the meal that they're imitating, you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference either by the way they look or the way they taste, which is the main part. So I think that's the first point, is that you don't enjoy the foods that you eat. So like, why would you want to eat healthy if the foods that you're having bland, they don't taste as good, they don't look as good, they don't give you the same dopamine release that you'd get from having stuff that are fried or like processed, which is often like most foods today. Let's say I want to have a burger, for example. I could buy 3% beef mince, I could make the patty myself, I could buy a normal bun, I could get some low fat cheese or some lean protein cheese, I could get some lettuce, some light mayo, some like low salt, low sugar ketchup, I could get some potatoes, chop them up, use some fry light spray, put that in the oven or put that in the air fryer, and then boom, burger and chips. Like, it's very easy, very plain, very simple to make, and also it tastes good. So I think when you eventually start making foods like this every day and these foods actually taste good, it's like, why would you go and buy takeaway? Like, why would you go out to McDonald's and buy burgers and chips? Because you're eating burgers and chips right now, and the burgers and chips that you're eating has like maybe even half the calories, a lot less fat. You know what's inside the food because you made it. It becomes a lot easier to eat healthy. You're eating the same thing basically, but one is significantly better for you. When you start doing that day by day, you start to grow a taste for eating healthy food. Like that lean burger example that I've just described, you'll start to realize that tastes a lot nicer than McDonald's, or that tastes a lot nicer than like Gourmet Burger Chicken, Honest Burgers, for example, because there's less oil, there's less fat, and you know, it's just more clean beef, like 3 to 5% fat, and beef mince, it's less fat, it's more beef, it's more of the products that you actually want, like more like a beef burger, it's more of the product. I guess it's just more pure. I think for me that's been the biggest game changer now, because if I have the option of like getting like a pizza, or even like making like my own pizza, or buying like a cheap pizza that just has the tomato and cheese, then just putting like some like clean chicken on it, I'll often opt for that option because it's a lot more filling, it's a lot more satisfying, it tastes better, and it's still the same thing. I'm still having a pizza, you know, I'm still eating what I want to eat. At that point there's no real choice, because it's not as if like you have to choose between a pizza and chicken and rice and broccoli, but you're choosing between a pizza and a pizza. So it just makes it very easy to lose weight. The next reason that you're probably struggling is you see eating healthy as a chore. It's very easy to get overwhelmed with like meal prepping, buying clean chicken breast and not buying wings or thighs, boiling rice, with making broccoli, with buying potatoes and having to meal prep it and having to, I guess, eat the same foods every day. And now there is options like making different types of like meal preps, you know, trying to, you know, buy meal preps, using meal prep services that are quite expensive. But I think, again, going back to my previous example, don't see it as a chore. I think this all stems from you not enjoying the foods. If you're making the same foods but just healthier, cleaner, less fat, you know, less these extra ingredients, then you'll start to enjoy the process, and you also start to see different ways that you can make everything that you eat clean. Like you'll now start to have, like me for example, I still eat cereal and like cornflakes. Instead of like the milk, I'd use like a protein shake. I'll just like have some unsweetened almond milk, have some protein powder, blend that together, and then use that as like milk, and it just tastes amazing. Now I've turned like a normal meal that is just, I guess, quite high in carbs, and I've added some protein to it. It still tastes good. I'm still getting the enjoyment of having cereal. I've not changed anything. I'm not eating like, you know, fruits or like vegetables for breakfast, which is, you know, drastically different to oats or to cereal or to breakfast foods that you enjoy. Nothing has really changed. I've just made the food that I'm eating better quality, higher protein content, less fat, less calories. I've just started to do that now accidentally, like not even accidentally, but just naturally, as I've been going deeper and deeper into like this health and fitness journey. And that makes it a lot more easier for me. It makes it something that I don't even need to think about, which is something that I hope that most of you will reach, you know, once you start to follow these tips and implement these strategies. Your whole belief behind eating healthy makes it harder. So going back to, you don't enjoy the food that you eat. If you really believe that eating healthy involves, you know, something that is difficult or something that's difficult for you or that's hard for you to reach, maybe it's something that you've tried before and you failed, or something that you think only special people can do, your belief can really impact whether or not you'll lose weight or whether or not you'll be able to make any significant changes. So change your belief to I'm someone that is trying to eat healthy. I'm someone that does eat healthy. I'm someone that will eat healthy. If you fail and you slip up, it's okay. Get back up and try again. By you switching your belief to something that's a lot more positive, then you can start to make the changes, or at least start the process. Expect to fail. Expect to not be perfect. Expect to start making changes, to slip up. But just realize that when you slip up, when you fall, get back up and try again. Okay, that's the best thing that I can say. The 80-20 rule, as long as you're doing something right 80% of the time, that's all that you can really ask. The other 20%, you'll still make progress. If it's 80% good and 20% bad, you'll still make progress, okay? And that's the main thing, consistent progress. Your journey won't be a straight line up. It will be ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. But as long as each time there's an up and down, you're still going up, following this 80-20 rule, then you'll reach your goal, okay? You will reach your goal eventually. Don't expect it to be quick. Again, this process took me a couple of months, maybe even over a year, for me to finally just hit my stride and start eating foods that I enjoy and that's clean and that's healthy. You know, I really hope that this helps you as well. If you've enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, comment down below what you'd like to see in the future. Follow me on my Instagram as well, because that's where I post all of my recipes. I post all the foods that I eat at JustCharles100. I've also been posting them here as well on YouTube Shorts. I am like uploading all of my videos from Instagram onto my Shorts page here, so you know, feel free to watch that. It's loads of easy recipes. They taste good. That's the main thing. They taste really good, if I do say so myself. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more.